Scientists who have developed the diagnostics have been working on the therapeutics and also the vaccine. Our diagnostics are ready for manufacturing, and we're in the process of putting up the factory to mass manufacture. The therapeutic has been tried in 53 patients, and we need February, a bit of May. We must try it in 124 people. Up to now, we have got up to 53 patients. Up to now, results are good. With the vaccine, we have got to phase 4 out of 9 phases. At this stage, I need to renew my demand, but this time we'll renew it as an order that should be implemented. Many years ago, I proposed that government scientists must start with shillings 4 million when they join the public service as a pay per month. The top scientists in the research institutions should be earning 15 million shillings, like professors in public universities. This is because we want to retain the large number of scientists we have trained so that they solve our needs, the needs of health, nutrition, pathogenic economy, the economy of diseases. There is business in diseases. Other people in the world have been making money from our sicknesses. We shall earn more money from the pathogenic economy than from coffee. Therefore, in the enlightened self-interest of the country. All these are temporary phenomena: locusts, floods, rising water of the lakes, landslides, corona, etc. We are coping with them. But our real historical task is to cause socio-economic transformation of our society. This society must go from its pre-capitalist, pre-industrial way of life to a middle-class, skilled working-class society. When the French Revolution took place in 1789, the French society, which I suspect was a microcosm of the wider European societies, was a 4-class society: feudalist, capitalist, called bourgeoisie, working class, also called proletariat, and peasant. At that time, the society in Uganda was a 3-class society: feudalists, artisans, and peasants. Today, the European societies are two classes ones. These 2 classes being the middle class, being sustained by profits from the businesses, and the skilled working class, the proletariat, who depend on good salaries to sustain them. In biology, where the insects change form. No more peasants in Europe. If you go to Europe and you are looking for peasants, you will not find any. No more feudalists in Europe. Here in Africa, so many actors are engaged in the peasant conservation and also some elements of feudalism. It is this incomplete metamorphosis of society that I've been addressing ever since 1986, when we got a chance to run the country, and even before, when we were still in the student movement. Our appeal is for everybody to join the money economy and get out of okora echida kyonka, you remember those bagwere, teach me each keken, akoru, akoik bon, in Ateso, Rugubara, Azi, Ngaza, Aleni. We must get out of that problem. As you have seen, even the modest walking up of sections of our people from Kulambara, Ninomatek, even using old methods, generated a lot of production. Some of the increased production, fortunately, has got big international demand. Coffee falls into this category. We have gone from 3 million bags to 7 million bags. Fortunately, the global demand is able to take all the coffee because the global coffee demand is 166.3 million 60 kilogram bags. The global demand for milk products is 906 billion liters, valued at US dollars 4. Anthrax, etc., and of course, also offer competitive prices. Therefore, the Banyankore I once met at Rwachtura, clamoring for high milk prices, need to know more about this global competition for market with other countries, such as New Zealand, Holland, etc. Our people need to know that if we are to compete for global markets, our products must be good quality, must be safe, but also cheaper than what other countries are offering. So one day I attended a meeting at Rwachtura with the Banyankore there. I said, oh, we want more money for milk. Okay. But if your milk becomes too expensive, how will it compete in London and Beijing and New Delhi and New York with milk from other countries? So we need to wake up our people that we are struggling in a global environment. The global demand for maize and maize products is 852 million metric tons, valued at $153 billion. Therefore, our production of 5 million tons of maize can be absorbed, provided we solve the problem of quality, getting rid of the shameful aflatoxins caused by people who mishandle food in harvesting. Why do you mishandle people's food? Well, maize stalk, the maize stalk. When you harvest it, put it on canvas, simply, and there will be no aflatoxin. Came here, because we have got very good relations with billion tons of powdered milk per annum. To produce this, they look after 80 cows in a year, Frisians. So therefore, with our 18 million heads of cattle, 1/3 of which would be milking at any one time, each giving 20 liters, the total production would be 44 billion liters of milk in a year. The same for bananas. While the rural farmers have been producing 5 tons of bananas per hectare per year, Dr. Muranga at Nyarzinga in Bushenyi has got 53 tons per hectare per annum. And I hear that in Brazil, they go up to 80 tons per hectare per annum. This increased production is partly due to irrigation, fertilizers, etc. This is why, in my inauguration speech, I emphasized the question of the market for products. For Ugandan products, if the Ugandans wake up, all of them. Again, to remind everybody, the answers are 4 on the issue of the market. The internal market of Uganda, boosted by increased purchasing power, when all homesteads join the money economy by producing for the stomach, but also for producing for the pocket. Secondly, the East African market through the East African community. Thirdly, the African market through the continental free trade area. And fourthly, the global market through the trade access agreements with like AGOA, the Chinese preferential access market, the European Union, where they allow everything but arms, and also access to other markets on the merit of the quality and pricing of our products. Once all the leaders are clear on these points, we shall more easily be able to implement the guidelines we have put out for the whole country. Who is to produce low-value crops but on a large scale, such as sugarcane, cotton, maize, tobacco, etc., and who is to produce high-value products on a smaller scale, such as coffee, milk, fruits, poultry, piggery, horticulture, and who should do both. We should really, if you want to help our people, this parliament, please. We had a long discussion in Kyenkwanzi with the new MPs. There's nothing we didn't discuss. I hope the way forward is clear. The difference between extensive agriculture, where you produce low-value crops but on a big scale, and intensive agriculture, where you use smaller land but you produce high-value crops. If we all be clear on that, the future is bright. Let all the leaders stop confusing people by sending contradictory or divergent messages. The NRM message ever since 1966 has been all homesteads to join the money economy using Ekibaro, Chura, Otita, IMAR, profitability assessment to guide their enterprise selection. Prices of products are determined by the market, not by government, unless we provide subsidies, which we cannot afford and few have sustainably afforded in the world. Moreover, our products must be safe for consumption, good quality, and competitive prices. And the markets are 4: internal, East African, African, and global. The colonial approach is no longer possible, where they say, you produce the coffee and cotton, we guarantee to buy them at guaranteed prices. We don't have time here to go into that, but that was a colonial approach for a narrow range of products, just 2 or 3. But if you are going to have 20, 30 products, how will you provide subsidy for them? The world of production is now for competition, and it can be done. With this clear vision, I strongly urge our people to join the 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, industries, services, and ICT. With commercial agriculture, we are emphasizing the parish model. On the side of industries, we shall continue to deal with the issue of costs of manufacturing in Uganda. The cost pushers are 3.